Hey everybody, I hope this video finds you and yours well this holiday season. If you're wondering why I'm outside talking to you about fermentation, it's because of the holiday season. Right now my house, and particularly the kitchen, is full of children and a grandma getting all excited about baking cookies. So there was just no hope for shooting this video inside pretty much this entire week. So I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you outside and not doing something practical inside the kitchen. Now with that said, I want to share with you two little trials that we did here using the Fermentools to try and ferment a couple different products. The first I shared with you previously. It was the last of the little straight 8 cucumbers that I wanted to lacto ferment into pickles and see how that turned out. Let me tell you, son, those were delicious, and they didn't last. Somebody commented in the previous video that they may last for a few months, but they won't last for a few months. That was very accurate statement. So I told you I'd share the recipe with you if it turned out well. So what did I do? Might should have wrote that down. Might should have done that. Essentially, look up bread and butter pickles for a refrigerator pickle, and it's about the same thing except I put in the honey. Honey was a concern that somebody mentioned, or several people actually mentioned it. It didn't seem to have an effect on it at all. It was a 2% brine that I used in the fermentation brine. I had garlic clove in there, turmeric, mustard seed, onion, and a couple other things. So just look up a bread and butter pickle and you'll probably find the same kind of things. And from my experience in trying this, you may have to tinker with the flavor to suit your particular palate, but it came out delicious, and I highly recommend that you try the fermented pickles, and I know for a fact that it works using the Fermentools, so try that out. Now then, switching things entirely, sauerkraut. You know, I've never liked sauerkraut. It's just one of those things, and it seems to be a love it or hate it relationship most people have with sauerkraut. But I decided to give this a real good try because I wanted to see if maybe it was a problem with it being store-bought, or something that was added into the sauerkraut with the store-bought, or with what I've had at restaurants previously. So I thought, you know what? If I'm going to try fermentation, I have to try kraut. And if I'm going to try kraut, let me try something real basic. So here's what I did. I took about a 2.5 pound cabbage, added about 2 tablespoons of the Himalayan pink salt, and added it to a large jar and let it start to break down until I was able to fit it inside of this quart jar. So there's no additional brine or anything in this. This is just cabbage and salt, and I hate it. I'm sorry, I have to be honest with you. I don't think it has anything to do with the tools being used. I think it's purely my palate. I just don't like it. So here's what I want to do for January. I want to share another fermenting video with you, and I want to try kraut again. I want to get this right. Here's some things that I think I may have already done wrong. I did not take particular care in just how even all of my cut up cabbage is. So some cases I may have cabbage that's 1/8 of an inch wide, and in other cases it may be 1/4 inch or even up to a 1/2 inch wide, though those 1/2 inch are few and far between. Some of the strands may be 6 inches long, some may only be 3 inches long. And I don't know how much that really has to do with everything, but it's one thing that seems to be a standard message in kraut making, is to be conform, to make sure everything conforms, or that there's conformity throughout everything. I also, after it having it ferment for about a week, still found it to be overly salty. Now, my experience or my understanding is that means it just needed a little more time to ferment. But that didn't really seem to help things as far as my palate goes. So I think I might cut back the salt just a little bit and see if that helps out. So give me your tips. Maybe I should be adding something to this. Maybe plain is the way to go, and find out just how much I can enjoy plain before adding in other flavors. Maybe I have to add in other flavors to enjoy it. But I want to find a kraut recipe that you recommend that I can enjoy, so I can put out a video to say, if you hate sauerkraut, try this before you give it up for good. Let's see if y'all can help me find that recipe. Be sure y'all go check out these ferment tools that I'm using. They really are extremely easy to use and user friendly, so they deserve your attention. I'll give you a link down in the description below and here on the video. Thank y'all for watching. Once more time, I hope that you're having a wonderful holiday season with you and yours. We're certainly having a blast here on J&J Acres. Thank you for watching. Please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to our channel so that you can get all of our latest updates. We'll see you next time.